Alright, good morning, folks. So, I was up late last night with my buddy Devious, and we duoed the Eon Strike Force. We weren't able to do the fun extra stuff because it was just the two of us, and frankly, a lot of those challenges are too much for just two players. I mean, maybe if we had like super crazy builds and attack the game in a Gee, I can't even imagine what strategy would have worked for some of that. But in any case, we were able to beat the strike force. We had fun. The reason why it was just the two of us is because, well, we like to experience the content of this game. And the Eon Strike Force is some of the best writing the Homecoming crew has delivered. It's steeped in the game's lore. And it's funny. But a lot of players of, well, any game get it into their heads that content needs to be rushed through as quickly as possible. Because they're not experiencing the game, they're beating the game. Look, I understand if you want to get a reward real quick and you want to just bang that out. But I don't know, sometimes you might want to hang out with your friends online, you know? Have some fun. Look at what the efforts people have put in have yielded. Take a look at the costumes your friends have made. I don't know. Have some actual goddamn fun with the game for a change. I don't know. I have noticed that some players are getting just as frustrated. In any case, I'm recording this early in the morning. Much earlier than I wanted to get up. However, one of my cats decided I'd had enough sleep. So first he meowed in my face and started purring. I, half awake, gave him a quick petting. Rested back on my pillow, trying to go to sleep, when he jabbed my lips with his paw. This wasn't just poking me with the beans either. He extended his claws. So the soft skin of my lips was struck by several pointy things, which caused an adrenaline kick, and now I'm awake. Even if I wanted to go to sleep, which I did, and I tried. But I'm awake now. Thank you, Waylon, you little miserable bastard. Little bastard took over my bed. Okay. So, I decided to go ahead and record another session. So now, I'll be playing Adam Antine doing the Dr. Arvin arc. Let's see where this goes. James Arvin. Man, I don't even remember a character named that. Aware of the destroyers, yes. You mean the Kool-Aid skinned people with rocket launchers and grenades? Yeah. Fixodine. I wonder if the Paragon developers ever had a plan to combine Supradine and Fixodine into some even more horrific drug. Then we end up having to fight super trolls in the 40+ levels. They go from green to... Well, I would have said blue, except there already are large characters that are blue-skinned in various forms of fiction. The reason why I paused there is I realized, they've made big rainbow-colored Hulks across all kinds of different kinds of fiction. Well, shoot. Oh, well, let's get on with this. And I do. Their bodies require Fixodine to survive once they become addicted. It isn't a simple matter of willpower to get over the addiction. Oh boy. My research was proceeding along nicely until my patient, who I have dubbed Subject Zero, escaped from my care. This is where I need your assistance. Why not ask the PPD for help? How did Subject Zero get away? He's craving Fixodine for far too long. I was hoping I could create the cure before Subject Zero went into withdrawals, but time was not on my side. Alright, do you have any idea? Yes, let's figure this out. Are you up for going down into the diseased depths of this city to bring back our cure? When you say it like that, how could I not be? Excellent. I'd be careful of running into the ghouls. If you hurry, you may be able to catch Subject Zero before he wanders too deep into the city's abyss. Oh, and Adam Antine. Make sure all of your immunization shots are current before you go down there. Time to mutate. You know, I realized too late that Adam Antine in this outfit looks a lot like that bug character from The Boys TV show. The one that gets blown up in a 1980s flashback. Citizen over there. Oh, I should have done this better. Ow. Quit throwing big rocks at me. It's really painful. If it wasn't for you, I'd be dead. Oh, look at that. I helped a digital sprite. Knockdown, courtesy of this enhancement. A Strand of Fate. Hit. Yanked out a huge chunk of that guy's life. One of the most satisfying things in this game is when a scrapper gets multiple critical hits in a row. Go into a fight thinking it's going to be a slog, and all of a sudden, oh, he's dead. There. One of the ghouls you defeated within the tunnels let out a somewhat sensible sentence before collapsing to the ground. Memories, pain, sorrow, anger, chained to... And then he was dead. No. I know I mentioned in a previous session how the ghouls, when they die, they heal each other. It is a very annoying mechanic. And it's a level of complexity that is... I'm only level 9 in this game. At a moment when 1 through 10 is considered the tutorial. And heck, a lot of people would have considered 1 through 20 to be the tutorial. I'm not sure if Paragon agreed. Molotov cocktail out. Oh, no, you don't. Want me ripping the flesh off of your miserable bones. Oh, I'm stunned. God damn it. But yeah, you get too many ghouls healing at the same time, and any progress you made on the group gets eradicated. We're going to find out about a destroyer that passed through here. mean Lewis? Shame that he got into the Fixodine. I always told him not to get on the stuff. Does he listen to me? Of course not. Now he's always hopped up on Fixodine, attacking random people. Last I heard, he threw a car at a building and killed a group of college students. None of that would have happened if he'd just listened to me. He didn't even listen to that stuck-up uncle of his, what's his name? Arvin or something. What are you looking to him about? Wait, Arvin is his uncle? Yeah, Arvin is his uncle. Took good care of him, too, till Lewis went on the crush. Me, who never wanted in on the stuff. That's why they kicked me out of the destroyers, I guess. Not surprised that Arvin doesn't talk a lot about Lewis and him being related. It would look bad for a doctor in his standing to be associated with some sort of destroyer like Lewis, eh? Come here, Hershey. There we go. Now you're on my lap. Interesting. I need to find where Lewis is. He's a key to for the Fixodine cure. He's killed for a crush. That's what they call a shot of Fixodine. Ah. Love when works of fiction come up with their own slang. Before this place was Praetoria. This place, this country was called America. And you know who it belonged to? The people. Not some stuck-up, superpowered suit. They say up top that the world before Cole was terrible. But I say we're living in a time that our forefathers would have hated. No freedom, no choice. What you do is what Cole and his little group tell and let you do. That's why I'm down here in the tunnels. It may not be nice, but at least I got myself some choice down here. You should remember what I'm saying here. We're coming to a time when people don't remember how things were, forgetting what the past was, just believing what Cole tells them. But I won't forget. I won't forget the life I had, back where this land had a different name. Now, those randos didn't attack me, but it's more because I outleveled them so severely. Now we fight destroyers. are fucking with. I'm a guy covered in Adam Antine skin. Woohoo, level 10. Rip and tear. Fire? I'm not supposed to be on fire. Yeah, so we set the sewers on fire. Might not have been the smartest thing to do. You gotta understand, we were very high when we made that decision. And on a drug that's not just methamphetamines and coke, but it's also got a steroid cocktail, some light mutagens. I swear to God, we're smart. I mean, look at me. Would a dumb guy have a mohawk that huge? I'm taking quite a bit of punishment right now. That's better. Hey, you guys attacking me? They are attacking me. Just punching around her. Rocket girl! It takes you guys forever to get here, so I'm going to go and fight these guys. Okay, there's nobody else down here. Big strawberry of a man is the one I'm gonna have to fight. So I'm gonna go around and beat up everybody else first. Got all those critical hits. Smash, man. I'm so tough I wear barbed wire on my biceps. He had a nickname, Lewis the Lobber, because of his specialty was throwing objects at people. Before passing out, Smash Man grunted that the destroyers will never rest until we get back what's ours from you Powers Division scum. Oh. If you're wondering why I'm grunting, it's because my leg fell asleep. And now I feel like I've got needles lancing through my muscles. Okay. So the mission's still level 9. I'm level 10. Just level to +1. And before I go into the mission, let's go ahead and select that. faster. Yes, indomitable will. And away I go. Alright, so now, indomitable will. What did that do? Melee characters in this game have a very specific function when it comes to team roles. They're supposed to tank. They're supposed to take the brunt of practically everything the game throws at them. One of the things the game likes to throw at characters, though, are mezzes. Stuns, holds, sleeps. Indomitable will is the willpower ability that resists all of that. Pretty much the only thing it doesn't resist is slow. Oh, and endurance drain. There are very few power sets that resist endurance drain. I should do a video of me playing as Raging James to show just how effective electric armor can be. Maybe I'll have him go up against some of the Malta group and show off how he just ignores sappers. But yeah, indomitable will. Self-resistance, disorient, hold, immobilize, sleep, fear, confuse, repel, and knockback. I forgot this actually resists fear too. That's another one that very few power sets resist. It also has some defense against psionics, so people who think mean thoughts at me, they'll just slide right off. So, now people can't stun me. You know, like I complained earlier, where I was like, you could hear me tapping buttons, but nothing was happening. And I suddenly grunted, oh, I'm stunned. Yeah, that's what happened there. Can I talk to Provost Marchand? Nope. Okay then. I really need to play around with my other Praetorian characters and really mess around with the mechanics that are here. Why didn't you mention this? Are you ashamed of him? As a doctor, I must remain professional and disconnected from my patients. There's a reason why doctors aren't supposed to work on their own family members. There's a professional bias, but then there's also a personal bias. And it's the personal bias that really starts to be the concern. And on top of that, when it's family members, you don't want the doctor getting all emotional while they're working on their own kid, which is why you don't want them working on their own kid. That's not what this guy's doing here. If I have an emotional investment, then mistakes can be made during the procedure. Yeah, that's why you don't operate on your own family. Paragon City is in Rhode Island, the United States. Funny thing about that, apparently, with the dimensions of Paragon City, it's actually bigger than Rhode Island. Of course, it also is the only state in the country where people can drive through it in 20 minutes. Now, the funny thing is that apparently Praetoria is actually New Orleans. We never did get confirmation on that back in the Paragon days. I don't know if the developers ever actually answered eventually. And I actually came upon a thought recently that some of the later zones that we can go to in Praetorian Earth, First Ward and Ninth Ward, like, I'd always wondered why British stuff was so prominent, you know, aside from the fact that Doctor Who was popular at the time. And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, what if First Ward and Ninth Ward are actually London? You know, except just horribly crushed by giant plants. Well, First Ward is horribly crushed by giant plants. Ninth Ward, on the other hand, is a dark dimension version of First Ward. Just gonna go through and fuck up everybody between me and the end. I really should not have been fighting on top of that car. See, in this game, cars are made of what TV tropes would call explodium. And when they explode, they hurt. Ugh. Shoot. I wonder how long I've been fighting lieutenants. Actually, he might still be a lieutenant. Bad rat. Here, have to take your own medicine. Hey, where you running? Don't you like fire? Bad man. Mother. Now, I could res here, but it would just get me bashed in again. Dang it. Of course, that is also part of what I was talking about. The enemies in Praetoria are way harder than the enemies you encounter in normal City of Heroes. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and delete one of these. I could have sold one, because I'm right here, and I wasn't thinking. That was a force of habit. Oh, he's right there. Ah. The guy was coming after me. My God, he was coming right for me. That's always irritating. I'll need your help in finding the last components for the cure before I can properly administer it to Subject Zero. And unfortunately, I have out-leveled this contact. Like, this is what I was talking about with my buddy Devious. In fact, he agreed. The content here in Praetorian Earth, with the challenges that are thrown at us, and how quickly we can level up, this stuff easily could have been stretched out to 30 levels. I don't know why the developers stuck to 20 levels. They still could have made it that we could go up to level 20 and then go back and then go out into Primal and Praetorian Earth. But they could have also made it that we could continue operating in Praetorian Earth. And I don't mean in the first ward and the night ward, which you eventually do. But those came later, and that content ends up coming across as weirdly intrusive. Because all of a sudden you're getting contact information for characters you have no investment in when you're on Primal Earth or so you're in Paragon or the Rogue Isles. You have nothing to do with Praetoria. But suddenly you're getting contact from Praetorian Earth characters, and you're like, my character momentum has nothing to do with you guys. I can only imagine what it's like for people who have no connection to this game whatsoever, and they hit level 29 and all of a sudden they're getting information from this witch, and they're like, who is this? And their veteran friends are sitting there going, that's other content. Do you want to do it? It's kind of annoying. Actually, no. Let's just boost the resistance on that. Here, I'll show you. So, first. No. There we go. Let's go and upgrade. Yeah. I'm gonna park Adam Antine over at the base portal here. And I'm gonna hop on to one of my higher level characters to show what I'm talking about when it comes to Praetorian Earth. Oh yeah, there was recently an update, so now we've got new costume options. We can actually put items on people's backs now. It's not everybody, so Riot 22 here is a dual pistols character, but we don't yet have a way to have pistols hanging off of people's hips. But from what I understand, the Homecoming crew is working on that. Let's see. Got inspired to make this outfit after seeing a video somebody made about the game Bloodborne, and I was like, yeah, I can make a character that looks like that. So, we are born of the blood. That's a kind of lightsaber, so when holstered, it doesn't have a beam going. I'm a security guard. I'm gonna beat you with just a big piece of metal. Yeah. All right, enough of that. We're gonna go scampering around Praetorian Earth with my cat girl Snuggle Purr. And we're going to First Ward. No, oh, hang on. This is Imperial City. It's pretty. This is First Ward. It's wrecked. We've got rubble. We've got giant tentacles that are all dried out. And have turned to hardened wood. Careful if you got a problem with heights. There's a giant monster floating around in here. We've got the building from Ghostbusters. See? Complete with Gozer's Gate at the top here. Enormous cemetery out here. And there's wilderness. And the Mother of Mercy Hospital, which is an asylum. Only in the most technical senses of the term. The person running it is a complete lunatic and is one of the villains you end up having to fight later in the game. There's sharks in the water. Of course, they don't do anything to you. Here's what I'm looking for. A little more interesting mechanics. So here I am in one of the shadowed paths. The idea is that when you're in here, the enemies can't see you. There's another aspect. I can use this nifty little power that just popped up. And now I'm in the night ward. This is the only place in the game that does this. First Ward and Night Ward. I wonder if the developers had plans to use similar mechanics. Now, like I said, this has a lot of British influence. We've got red police boxes instead of blue police boxes. We got enemies dressed like bobbies. And their appearance has an off-putting, creepy aesthetic that, well, you just saw all the time in Doctor Who. The little ghosts walking around. Like, everything about this just screams Doctor Who episode. We've even got a gaggle of ghosts over here, because that happens in Doctor Who episodes. People gathering for no goddamn reason. Also, if you do the missions that take place in Night Ward, a whole bunch of your contacts are written to sound like they've got Cockney accents. It's freaking ridiculous. So, that's First Ward and Night Ward. They're just some weird damn places. And yet, despite this being a spiritual realm, there's still a goddamn sonic wall. That also turns off all of your powers and starts killing you. And that's one way to keep the player's end in. I remember when Going Rogue first released and people were like, I bet I can make it through the sonic wall, and they'd go in with super speed as fast and as hard as they could and then just die. Like, their powers would all get shut down at first, but then, no, they just die. So yeah, Night Ward. Really creepy place. 18 minutes left on this jetpack. Alright. Midnighter Plaza. When Emperor Cole ordered the witch hunts against renegade sorcerers unwilling to swear fealty to him, the Midnight Squad transported their stately mansion to the newly discovered realm between worlds known as Night Ward. Concealment spells were quickly put in place around the mansion, rendering it imperceptible by Cole's witch hunters. There are so many missions where the Praetorians descend upon this place. And one of the neat things about this location is that there's a badge right there. The House Hunter badge. Actually, I don't know if it's the House Hunter badge or if it's just getting inside this building that gives you member of the Midnighters as a badge. So in City of Heroes and City of Villains, in the normal locations of the game, they've got the Midnighters, the Midnighter Club. Not much to them. They've got a couple missions you can do for them. It's not very impressive stuff, though. What is impressive, though, is that at level 35 you can go to Cimarora, which is ancient Rome. Well, ancient Rome, ancient Greece. Like a lot of fiction, this game kind of blends the two together. However, in order to get into those places, in order to get into the Midnighter Club in the normal game, you have to go through a set of arcs. Like, there's one arc for the heroes that is a long slog And then there's an arc for the villains, which is odd. There's one take me to Praetoria. There it is. The moon with two blades. The symbol of the Midnighter Squad. And here we are. The Primal Earth version of the Midnighter Club. Pillar of Ice and Flame. And here we are. Cimarora. The Homecoming crew recently expanded on this place. So now before we would run into a blue barrier wall at the top of this wall. But now we can fly through and see what it's like in here. Granted, we already could when we did the Imperious Task Force, but now we can do it at our leisure. And these guys are all way higher level. And there's a couple of people who are just farming Romans. That radiating flame there is a firepower that doesn't make much sense. It's mostly just a massive knockdown. Like, doesn't do much fire damage. I think it also has like a resistance and defense debuff to it. But it also does severe knockback. I mean, the reason why these guys are getting knocked down is because a proc got put into it. A programmed random occurrence got slotted into it. So instead of doing knockback, and it does severe knockback, it throws people all over the place. But instead of doing that, instead it's just knocking them down. And it's probably the only power that I would want to put that into. That was a Clarion. No, not the Witch Boy. It's one of the incarnate abilities. We used to not be able to go over here. We can only see these places in mission. I wonder if I can go in. Nope. These are a couple of new contacts.
Scamper, 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 scamper.
Sorry, can't help myself. All right. Well, I've probably taken enough of your time and shown you things that you didn't really care about. And I may as well park this character in the Midnighter Club. Various locations give you various bonuses. Yeah, Croto is fine. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and log off. I got things I got to do today. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.